is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
You all ready for this? Dun 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 dun.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop. This is a sham. Do the show now. Welcome to DBL. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hello, ladies.
What's going on?
Nothing much. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm having a little trouble like seeing the prompter. First of all, my eyes are going a little bit, but that's not it. This morning I was doing my makeup and I was like looking at something and I jammed the brush right in my eyeball.
Wow.
And I'm like, that'll be all right. Now I'm like, wait, what's going on over there? Yeah, so
I hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good. It's been less than 4 weeks since the finale of The Kardashians aired, but I'm gonna be okay. But don't worry, not about me, about The Kardashians. Season 2 is right around the corner. It's a sneak peek. The finale, it's about a sneak peek. Listen, I'm just gonna blame my reading on my eyes now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the family deals with the wedding, being sued by Blac Chyna, and Pete Davidson appears for the first time. Let's check it out.
You're suing us for over $100 million. And we're leaving our fate in the hands of 12 random people. What if they hate us?
I'm usually so together, and I've just been tested.
Babe? Yeah. Do you want to shower with me really quick? Shower together.
So for some reason, Kim also posted a series of pics with Pete showing everyone that the relationship is still going strong. Excited, Tor? You're a big Kardashian fan.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love the new show. Been watching. Excited to see Pete. I think humor is a very underrated aphrodisiac, and Kim has found it in Pete. And making her laugh is something that I don't think Kanye maybe had done a lot. By the way, my chair makes a lot of noise.
It's okay. You're the only one affected.
Okay, thank God. I just didn't know if people were like, what's
Erica's
going
like,
on?
I'm right next to you and unbothered.
I'm so sorry. I was like, what if people are thinking? Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, I'm wondering, because in that I'm going to take a shower, do you want to come? I almost went into SNL mode.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's going to play like it's reality or if it's going to play like it's shtick.
You mean when he did the thing like that? Yeah, like
when he like threw it's kind of this interesting
He's aware of the TV.
duality happening.
I like it. Oh, you didn't like it?
I mean, we get it. Y'all love each other. All right. He's like throwing the things everywhere. It's so corny.
I get you, but like Erica said, I didn't even think of that side. He does come from like sketch comedy, so when he's on camera, I think that switch kind of does turn on, and he is going to take that more comedic role. Because we're used to him fighting with Kanye and seeing all these dark sides and the media pinning them against each other. After the explanation of Erica, I kind of like.
And he's not on SNL anymore, right? So now this is going to be his new debut. Maybe this is going to be his full-time job.
I think he's very aware of that camera, just like on SNL, and I think you made a good point.
Thanks. All right, we put a button on that one. All right, so the new season of The Bachelorette aired last night, and there's a twist. For the first time ever, there will be 2 Bachelorettes vying for the same group of men. Both Gabby and Rachel were featured last season on The Bachelor. The show may be mixing up the format, but one thing has stayed the same. The contestants and leads are almost always thin. Now, some fans are trying to change that. They want the show to cast contestants with diverse body types and choose people who are attracted to different body types. According to the campaign, in 44 seasons, only 2 contestants identified as plus size. Surfer Bo Stanley, who appeared in
She won?
I'm about to say she's not plus size.
She's a plus size?
No. Well, that's what she identified.
I see.
2 people identified.
Okay.
So that was one. And Brian Witzman, who was on last season of The Bachelorette, they were both eliminated on night 1.
I just want the Bachelor and Bachelorette executives, as probably the one who watches it the least on the panel, to sit down with a group of different people that represent what America looks like and just say, how are we going to move forward in 2023 about how to bring more people of color on the show, people of different sizes, people just like have a conversation, because every year, from what I've seen, the news article has been, the Bachelorette is never diverse. The Bachelorette doesn't know how to treat people of color. The Bachelorette doesn't have anybody who's a good size or represents America. So it's been going for all these years. Just try to get it together.
You know, Rachel Lindsay, who was the first Black Bachelorette, she is so incredibly incredible. I don't even know how to describe this woman. I had her on my podcast. I've listened to so many, podcasts that she's been on, and she talks about it like the Bachelor Nation, and then there's the Bachelor Clan. She's so transparent about what the production is giving back to their base. And so this is what the base wants. So when you get like outliers who are like asking for diversity. There's a lot of pushback from the Bachelor clan, and that's the reason why you're seeing like they're just giving them what this base wants. So I don't know if it's about diversifying the Bachelor, or much like what a lot of companies have done is just listen to what the people want and then produce that content for those who are there.
Yeah, they know their audience.
What people though?
It's a lot of like
the 10% of people that are making a lot of noise. What people? This show's been on for 44 seasons. They have a formula, right? So what people are they allowing to produce their shows? Jeopardy allowed people to produce their shows. The Bachelor allowed people to produce their shows. How much do you want people on Twitter producing your shows? Should you give them a show credit? How much should you produce
about
them?
Twitter, though. I mean, honestly,
I'm using that as a social media platform.
No, I understand what you're saying, but honestly, like, she wrote an entire book about it. I've read her articles about it. I've spoken to her about it. I don't think it's just Twitter. So I don't want to go into it. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but she also became the scapegoat for Chris Harrison leaving and all the other things that happened because she was vocal about her position, because she's honestly the only person who could talk about it. So I would suggest listening to one of her podcasts or maybe reading her book to really get a deeper understanding, but it goes a lot deeper than just Twitter.
Okay. All right. So she's the most decorated gymnast of all time and even has her face on a Wheaties box. But recently, Simone Biles was mistaken for a child. Simone posted this photo on Instagram and captioned it with, "Not the flight attendant trying to give me a coloring book. When I bored, I said, no, I'm good. I'm 25. Simone was on her way home after receiving the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
I mean, you don't go from here to there quicker. I mean, first of all, how do you not know that Simone Biles, first of all? And
but also, like, what age do you stop handing out coloring books? Like, that, even if you thought she was 15, like,
she's
what 15-year-old would want a coloring book?
She is, yeah, she's 4 feet 8 inches. So I guess, like, maybe you thought she was whatever it was that you were being irresponsible. And second of all, to go from the presidential.
Irresponsible?
Yeah. I don't.
You think that person's not like, take your coloring book, get the hell out of my face, take your mask, here's your free Coke, beat it.
Biles, you think
She got the sanitizing wipes.
Oh, yeah.
This is a win-win-win. I mean, okay, does it seem offensive because she had just won the I mean, you know, I'm sure people have mistaken her for much younger anyway, but I see it as a win. I don't see anything wrong with somebody thinking that I'm younger than I am.
I'm kind of with you.
Oh, really?
I'm kind of with you, yeah.
I just handing a coloring book to me was just like,
How condescending.
you think I'm really 5?
Right,
Like,
right.
Coloring is very therapeutic. People should try it, especially when they're on edge.
Listen, anything free I could get on a plane. I'm not even thirsty. Do you want something to drink? Yeah, I'll take it. Whatever it is, I'll take a Coke, I'll choke it down because it's free. Paid enough for this flight.
Cheapskate over here.
Yeah, for sure. You're trying to gouge me? I'm gouging you back. I want some more napkins. All right.
Good burn.
I'm getting whatever I can.
Nice.
It's one of the most iconic movie themes ever. Let's have a listen. So sadly, the composer of the James Bond theme, Monty Norman, passed away yesterday at the age of 94. The theme was used in 1962 for Dr. No and is still used in James Bond movies today. May you rest in peace, but that song will definitely live on forever. Do you guys have a movie theme that kind of pops out in your head that you think of?
Clearly, yeah. I mean, certain great ones, like the Jaws, you hear da-na, and that's all
yeah,
you need,
I
and you're
hate
like, I'm getting out of the water. I mean, that's how good it is. Really, right? Da-na. My favorite is dun 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 Indiana Jones, right?
You shouldn't have to tell us.
Okay.
I had it.
Okay,
I had it.
and
yeah.
I also like na 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 na.
Oh, that was nice.
Jurassic Park. Right?
You can't take the top 2.
Well, those are the good ones.
James Bond, obviously, up there. There's one that kind of strikes you.
I just don't understand why Tori had to do this for dinosaurs.
The brontosaurus. Na na na. When they see them.
Brontosaurus is this.
I know. Nah.
You're kind of doing pterodactyl.
Oh God.
You know
Erica,
what I mean?
you have one. I'm terrible at movies.
Shaft.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
That
One
is a
word,
good
Erica
one.
just drops the mic.
What's yours?
That's a good one.
I was going to use Jurassic Park.
So
But Tori did too. She didn't follow
I
the
know,
directions.
she didn't follow the rules.
I didn't know. How about Mission Impossible? That's
How
a
about
great
Saturday Night Fever?
one. Oh.
That just popped in my head. Is that the theme
I
song?
never saw that movie. I know you're gonna hate me right now.
You haven't?
No, I never saw it.
You know what you got to do? Have some drinks. I'm not even joking, because I watched it at a bar one time and it was on in the background. I thought it was amazing. Just have some drinks and have it on, and you'll kind of be like, whoa, that's John Travolta, and like the way he dances, and it's a great movie. You get some laughs, watch Travolta
Okay, I'm gonna
shake his tiny little hips. Yeah,
that's a dream of mine. Watching John Travolta shake his tiny little hips.
Yeah, I studied that.
I know you've been dreaming about that, Lindsay. All right. Coming up on DBL, imagine having a reality show with your best friend where you eat, drink, and party. We sat down with 2 comedians living the dream, that's for sure. And it's the biggest day of the year, Amazon Prime. Are deals really worth the hype?
Closed captioning provided by
DBL is all new every day.
As long as the logo's on both sides, and then it's right-handed. The most we have right now are left-handed.
You're right.
I know it's a weird quirk that I expect.
I get you're right. You're right.
I'm going to say a theme song. You're going to guess it. I'm fine.
Oh, it's like plastic, but you don't really notice it. So.
On both sides, see?
Wait, you guys.
Kind of weird, but whatever.
What is Mission Impossible?
Right?
Hey guys, what's Mission Impossible?
Soundtrack and such a great movie.
Wait, now you gotta help me. What's Mission Impossible's theme song? Dun 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 dun. That's a great. Pink Panther. Star Wars. What's
Pink Panther is a good
Dun 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 dun. Is that Pink Panther? Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
The Home Alone one was.
Home Alone.
My mind was the Pink Panther.
That's what I just said. Dun dun.
Okay. I just said it. See, I didn't do that. Okay. Any excuse for Tori to sing poorly is good.
This is hilarious.
Shaft, I
The
wouldn't have thought of.
Brontosaurus?
When you said Shaft, though, yeah, that makes sense.
Everybody know.
Did I just name 3
And
John
you gotta
Williams?
see. You gotta go see.
Indiana.
No, I did. My friend sat me down to watch Dirty Dancing because I hadn't seen it.
This means something. This means. What is that?
Yeah, they had a Saturday.
Dun dun.
We had drinks.
It's like 4 notes.
Dun 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 dun.
It's not bad.
It is dun dun, and it's a code. And they find Spielberg's mom was a musician and his dad was a computer scientist, or the other way around. And he put those 2 together.
It's like the street.
That was it. Na, 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 na. And they repeat it and repeat it. So write us in your favorite theme songs.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
I know. Even if you just look
There's
at.
thousands of letters that become.
Welcome back. Unless you're living under a rock, you've probably heard Amazon Prime Day is happening right now. It's a 2-day event with big deals on a ton of stuff like electronics and beauty products. Just last year, Amazon took in more than $11 billion in sales for its Prime Day event. Wow. Which got us wondering, do you ever buy something just because it's such a great deal, only to later regret it? Or have you guys waiting in those lines to save like $20, but you're sleeping overnight in a tent? Get real.
Never did that. He's talking about like Black Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, like Best Buy?
Yeah.
That's so old school. Everybody just orders online now.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Do we still do stories about that?
I actually did for my first wedding. I did the running of the brides in Filene's basement, so I had to be there at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I did that.
That's
and
all
then
right. You didn't tent it up though.
Well, no, I wish I would have had a tent, but you know what State Street's like.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, I did do that. I found a dress. I got an amazing deal. I cried the whole way home on the L.
You hated it.
Was it a mad sprint in there?
Yeah, I hated it.
I worked in bridal. This happens.
Everybody grabbed everything, and I was like, oh, I think this one will work. And then I took it, and I paid like $400 for it. I mean, it was regular price, like $5,000, so it was a really great deal.
I worked bridal on those days, and these women would come in and just grab and be like, yes, and I'm like, that doesn't fit you. That doesn't fit you.
Tailoring is a
Very
beautiful
important.
thing.
I bought a Mophie, though, on Amazon Prime, and it's really helped.
A what?
A Mophie is like a brick, like this, but a little bit bigger, and it has 2 USBs, and it helps charge your phones or laptops or iPads, and it does it for days. I got a really thick one.
Can I just tell you, there are smaller things on Amazon Prime that also charge your phone. They don't have to be from 1987.
What do you? No, I think
like
it's 'cause
Mophie is a pretty old tool that my dad even uses.
No, like it's like there's so much power in it. It charges for hours.
Save it for deal.
Back to Amazon Prime.
Yeah, back to Amazon Prime. Do you guys shop just because there's a deal?
I definitely do. If we say one thing in conversation, I'm ordering it immediately, and I feel like it's a gambling game. Like I'm like, yes, and I'm watching my money get spent and like excited about it.
See, I don't like that philosophy because my wife tries to lay it on me. You know what I mean? Like, how much was that? It's not how much it was. It's how much I saved. I'm like, you got bamboozled. You got mattress sailed.
No, but if you needed like,
I just got a mattress.
If you needed the mattress, I mean,
I'm using that as a term.
Like you need the soap. I get like recurring Amazon orders delivered.
Right, but you need to buy them just because it's Amazon Day.
Well, if you know you're going to buy it throughout the year.
Yeah, we saved up for the Mophie.
Right now, I have like 20 boxes of tampons. Now I know I'm good.
Oh.
In case anybody wants.
Well, let me check with the wife. You never know. All right, coming up on DBL, 2 best friends are on a mission to find the best places to party. We will introduce you to the hilarious duo coming up next. What a job.
This Facebook post claims it costs $153 to fully charge an electric vehicle. The picture shows an EV charger at a Walmart, and it's gotten a lot of attention. More than 125,000 shares and more than 12,000 comments. So we're verifying, does it cost $153 to charge an electric vehicle? Our sources are Electrify America, which manufactures these chargers, Walmart, which partners with Electrify America, and several auto manufacturers. First, let's identify what kind of charger is shown in the photo. Our first clue is the Walmart in the background. Walmart is partnered with Electrify America, a national EV charging network with more than 2,400 chargers spread across the country. Walmart's website says it has more than 120 ultra-fast charging stations in 34 states. That's key. The chargers in this picture are ultra-fast chargers, also known as superchargers. Superchargers deliver up to 350 kilowatts per hour. As a result, they can charge an electric vehicle from 10% to 80% in 18 to 50 minutes, depending on the model of the car. According to Electrify America, the highest cost to charge your car in the United States is 43 cents per kilowatt hour. The largest EV battery on the market right now is Mercedes EQS at nearly 108 kilowatts, which enables the car to travel over 450 miles on a single charge. So to charge that car from 0 to 100% would cost just over $46, a far cry from the total in the post. It's also worth noting that using a supercharger is the most expensive way to charge an EV, much more expensive than charging at home. So we can verify, no, it doesn't cost $153 to charge an electric vehicle.
I'm Adam.
And I'm John.
We're best friends who love to travel.
Let's bet it all on what we've got.
Do we test for a concussion?
No, I'm fine.
That's usually what people say right after they get hit in the head.
Our next guests have what most of us could only dream of having. Get this, it's a reality show with your best friend where you eat, you drink, and you party all across the country. And if that wasn't enough, they also make people laugh for a living. Oh, dream job. Check out our interview with Adam Pally and John Gabris.
Hello. What's up, guys?
Yeah, how's it going, guys?
I gotta be honest with you, I'm super jealous. I've pitched this idea 142 ways. So God bless you guys, it got off the ground. But I'm gonna jump right in. Drinking, eating, partying for a week long. Now I'm 44 years old. So out of you guys, who's usually the first to tap out after all that?
One of the joys of partying with a friend of yours for over 20 years is that you kind of know each other's limits or lack thereof. So you can kind of brace for wherever way the wind's going to blow on that certain night.
I would say frequently we would take turns being the one who was problematically wasted. But then every once in a while we'd both dip our toes into that pool.
And that's when the crew would run.
The crew. So it's one thing to be best friends, but it's another thing to travel with your best friend. So you guys have to get sick of each other sometimes. What do you guys get sick of each other over?
What if we just got in a huge fight right now, Daily Blast? Is that what you want?
Yeah,
you want us beefing? Yeah,
TV.
here's your drama clickbait. Adam and Gabrus fighting.
No, I don't think we get on each other's nerves because we already did that a while ago.
Yeah,
like
we've been friends for too long. It's like we're an old married couple. It's like, oh, Adam's gonna Adam. Oh,
Yeah.
Gabrus is gonna Gabrus.
And then you just make the best of it.
Oh my God.
I love that. That's good. All right, you are in our very own backyard, Denver, and we all go out a lot. We would like to know, what do we not know about partying in our own city?
I'm sure you know everything there is to know, but what we found out is that the altitude does make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, you guys might be adjusted to it at this point, but it does help your bar tab be a little smaller.
Yeah. We found out that you can hit a beer garden by throwing a rock.
Yeah, you guys got plenty of outdoor spots to drink and then do some dumb physical activity at, too.
It's we found everyone's doing stuff, throwing darts, playing cornhole, shooting pool. Like, no one's just drinking.
Yeah, we come from New York where, you know, it's just sitting and drinking. And in Denver, it's like, I have to play a sport while I have this double IPA.
I pretend to hike and then just go to the brewery at the bottom. Like, I go for 10 minutes and then I go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It sounds like you guys,
that's the move. You got to earn your beer.
Totally. Sounds like you guys nailed Denver right on the head. So not just Denver, you guys visit Maui, Moab, Miami, Puerto Rico, Portland, Richmond, Atlanta. Which city pushes you guys to the limits? You told us a little bit about Denver, but what was most fun for you guys?
Well, I think physically Moab, Utah pushed us the furthest.
Yeah, because that was the most we've ever been out of our comfort zone. We're like from New York. I'm a beach kid, city kid, and then we end up on horses or fly fishing, driving dune buggies through on like nearly vertical rock walls and stuff. It was terrifying, and that was the scariest to us, I would say.
Also, the cuisine in Moab was scary.
The Utah cuisine.
A lot of elk, a lot of bison.
Yeah. Thick.
Part of the job description is like signing your life away, driving up the side of that hill.
Well, the before you die part of the title is for real.
Okay, so we got to know, before we let you guys go, who made the biggest party foul while you guys were filming?
Party foul? I don't know. I think, honestly, I'm sure there were party fouls, but we're such vets. We're such pros at this point.
Like fouling is part of the game, man. Rubbing is racing. That's just part of it.
You're gonna break some.
I'm gonna step on Adam's dope sneakers. We are gonna spill a whole beer. We are gonna lose Adam's cell phone in the car every single day.
I lose my phone every day too.
Yeah, I think Adam sounds like me.
We don't even call people on party fouls.
Because we are one.
Yeah, imagine guys who've been playing street ball for 40 years don't call fouls that often. That's us.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Thanks, Adam and John. We can't wait to see your debut as travel hosts. DBL Nation, 101 Places to Party Before You Die, premieres Thursday, July 14th on True TV. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
It is time to verify friend or foe, a pest no less. The carpenter bee is all the buzz this summer as it carves itself a home right in the middle of your new deck. But could there be more than meets the eye? Well, I saw this post making the rounds on Facebook. Pauline commented, "Their damage is minimal. Please don't kill something for the damage you imagine they might do. Research their behavior first. They are actually quite beneficial." So let's verify. Our sources are the North Carolina State Cooperative Extension and Frank Fowler, biologist and wildlife division manager at Forshaw, who confirm, yes, it's true.
Yes, I did say beneficial. They are great pollinators. They do burrow into wood, which can cause a problem on decks or the side of a house, but they don't eat wood. They're only excavating that nest site out to raise their young.
Carpenter bees are among America's 4,000 native bee species. They look like bumblebees, but carpenter bees are shiny, not fuzzy on their abdomen, and usually hang out around fence posts or siding. Carpenter bees emerge in April and May and are solitary critters who don't form colonies to make their nests. A pregnant female bee will carve out an entrance hole in the wood. She'll then make a little tunnel of galleries where she stores pollen nectar balls to feed her offspring. She's a busy bee, to say the least, so it's unlikely to give you the time of day.
The carpenter bee female has a stinger. They're solitary bees, so they're not going to aggressively defend that nest, and the risk of getting stung is very, very small. The male has a white dot between his eyes that you can see very clearly, and they don't even have a stinger.
So carpenter bees are the bee's knees. It's true, they are very beneficial. They pollinate flowers, helping grow food, and cause only small damage to wood. The Cooperative Extension warns even painted, treated, and pungent woods like cedar can attract carpenter bees. And because they don't eat wood, insecticides might not work. The best way to keep them out of your wood without harming them is by giving them an alternate place to nest. You can buy or build a carpenter bee house. Just make sure it's not a bee trap. With your Verify, I'm Megan Malaris.
You've heard of bad weather canceling your flight, but what about hot weather? Let's connect the dots. To understand how heat can impact your flight, we need to think like pilots. And they say planes interact with the air like we interact with water when we float. As a plane heads down the runway, it pushes against the air, and the air pushes back. Higher than expected temperatures can interfere with how the air pushes. That's because higher temperatures make the air thinner. When this happens, planes need more power and fuel, which means more weight, adding another obstacle to take off. Right now, there isn't an easy solution. To get around the challenges, airlines might move long-haul summer flights to early morning or late evening when it's cooler, making scheduling a flight a bigger headache. Airports may even have to lengthen runways to give planes more distance to reach takeoff speed. And that is Connecting the Dots.
Welcome back. It turns out weekend warriors can be just as healthy as those who work out every day. That's today's Focus on Fitness presented by QB. Adults should be getting 150 minutes of physical exercise per week, but it can be difficult to find time with work, errands, and household chores. But a new study says you can pack all your exercise in over the weekend and see the same health benefits as regularly active people. QB is a great way to get some quick exercise regardless of physical ability or age. Try their under-desk elliptical at home. Call 1-800-291-4341 or visit QB.com to learn more.
I was saying that our trainer hit me and Colin up because we were out of town last week. Like, I know you're back, because he lives 2 doors down. And so now we have to face the fire and go work out today, and I'm kind of dreading
The first day
Just
back's
do it.
hard.
I know. I'm just like.
Once you get, it's so easy to fall off that wagon, but once you get back on that wagon, then you're back on. But the first day's tough.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I need some motivation.
Don't even think about it. Just do it is my motivation.
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
Lindsay's first workout back. We'll see you guys tomorrow.